In 1997, something bizarre happened in San Diego, California. 39 people were found dead in a mansion, all dressed identically, with the same eerie message left behind. We're leaving this world to reach the true reality. They were members of a cult called Heaven's Gate. To them, everything around them, the news, history, even their own senses, was a fabricated lie designed to keep them trapped in an illusion. They believed death would free them into something higher. It sounds insane at first, but then you realize this wasn't the first time in history that people have questioned whether reality is real. Centuries earlier, Hindu texts spoke of Maya, the great illusion that deceives mankind into mistaking the temporary for the eternal. The Stoics warned that our minds distort the world. Buddhist monks trained themselves to see through appearances. But you don't need religion or philosophy to feel it. You've sensed it yourself. Moments that feel scripted, coincidences too strange to ignore, a stranger finishing your sentence before you say it, a song playing on the radio just as you were thinking about it, a vivid memory of something happening only to be told later it never did. It's easy to dismiss these as flukes, but the deeper you look, the more unsettling it becomes. Because what if everything you know, your memories, your beliefs, your perception of reality isn't as solid as you think? Your memories can be rewritten. Your senses can be fooled. Your very thoughts may not be your own. Science itself has proven that reality bends based on how we observe it. In the famous double-slit experiment, particles behaved one way when unobserved, and a completely different way when they were being watched. Think about that. If reality was solid, why would it change simply because someone was looking? That means everything you experience, from how the world looks to how time flows, is not fixed. It's shaped and influenced, not by some higher power, but by your own perception. So, what happens when that perception isn't accurate? What if your entire life is just a highly convincing illusion, designed to feel real while hiding what's truly there? The cracks are already showing. Let's start with memory. You think of it as a reliable record of the past, but in reality, memory is more like fragile glass, easily reshaped, distorted, even fabricated. There's a famous study called the Lost in the Mall experiment. Participants were told 4 childhood stories. 3 were true. 1 was fake, about being lost in a shopping mall. At first, they denied it. But within days, many began remembering it. They described details, the stores, the panic, even the relief of being found. But none of it ever happened. Their minds had been tricked into building a false memory that felt every bit as real as truth. So ask yourself, if memory can be manipulated this easily, how much of your past is even real? And this is only the beginning. Because memory is just one piece of perception, and perception itself is highly unreliable. Take color. You see red, blue, green. But colors don't actually exist. They are just wavelengths of light. Your brain interprets them into the experience of color. Without your brain, color isn't there. Or take time. You feel it flowing steadily. But Einstein proved time is relative. It bends and warps depending on where you are. Your brain smooths it out so it feels like a straight line. But the truth is much stranger, even more disturbing. Your brain actively hides reality from you. Inattentional blindness proves it. In one experiment, people watched a video of a basketball game and were asked to count passes. What half of them didn't notice was a person in a gorilla suit walking straight through the middle. Not subtle, not hidden, right there. But their brains filtered it out. Their reality literally erased it. Now think about that. If your brain can erase a giant gorilla walking in front of you, what else has it erased? What else are you missing every day? And more importantly, who or what is deciding what you get to notice? The truth is unsettling. Reality isn't what you think. It's a carefully constructed illusion stitched together by your brain to feel solid while hiding the cracks. But the illusion doesn't stop with memory and senses. It goes deeper into thought itself. You wake up each day believing your mind is your own, that your thoughts come from some inner core of self. But have you ever questioned where those thoughts actually come from? Every belief you defend, every preference you hold, every reaction you assume is yours. Trace them back far enough and you'll find they were absorbed. Your culture, your environment, the books you read, the conversations you overheard as a child, the background noise of society, all of it seeped into your mind, shaping how you see the world without your consent. Your thoughts feel personal. They feel like they arise from you. but often they are nothing more than echoes of things absorbed long ago. Even your name, the sound most personal to you, wasn't your choice. It was handed to you before you understood words. You've spent your life responding to it, identifying with it. But if you'd been called something else since birth, would you feel like a different person? Now expand that. Your language, your values, your fears. You didn't invent them. They were downloaded into you through repetition and reinforcement. So if your beliefs, your fears, and even your identity were planted there, what part of you is truly yours? Neuroscience makes this stranger. When you believe you're making a conscious choice, your brain has already decided milliseconds before you're aware of it. Brain scans show activity before the conscious decision appears in your mind. Your brain acts. Then your consciousness creates a story after the fact, explaining why you chose it. Free will, in this view, is more of a narrator than a driver. If that's true, then who's really running the show? Imagine you woke up tomorrow with no past, no name, no story, just pure awareness. You open your eyes and experience the world without beliefs, without labels. Would you still be you? Everything you assume makes you you. Your body, your thoughts, your personality is constantly changing. Cells in your body are replaced every 7-10 years. The physical you of a decade ago is gone. Your beliefs shift with time. Your thoughts are not permanent. So what remains constant? Cases of dissociative identity disorder make it even stranger. One personality has a severe allergy. Another personality in the same body does not. Same body, different reality. This is proof that the mind doesn't just shape how you think. It shapes how you physically experience reality itself. So who is the you observing all this? Are you the body, the thoughts, the memories, or are you the awareness watching them come and go? Neuroscience offers one more twist. The predictive mind theory suggests your brain isn't passively receiving the world, it's predicting it. It uses past experiences to construct what it expects to see, then fills in the blanks. That means reality, as you know it, is your brain's best guess stitched together from memory, bias, and expectation. Two people can experience the exact same event and see two completely different realities because their brains predicted different outcomes. Your reality is not objective, it's personal. A convincing illusion constantly edited by your mind. And if that's the case, then are you truly making choices? Or are you simply acting out a script written by your past? It sounds terrifying, but it's actually liberating. Because if your reality is constructed, you can change the construction. Your brain doesn't show you reality. It shows you a version of reality. And that means you can train it. You can shift perspective. You can learn to see through the illusion. The first step is awareness. Watch your thoughts instead of becoming them. Notice how memories rewrite themselves. See how your focus filters reality. Because once you see the illusion, you can't unsee it. And from that point forward, everything changes. The world outside may look the same, but your relationship with it is transformed. The question is, will you keep living inside the illusion, or will you wake up and see through it?